I think it's academic, though, because he's not going to win the primary.
Enough to insult some academic.
Afterwards, I may draw up a purely academic balance.
Renowned scholars of science praising your intellectual
Not at the
quality.
academic level, but
The second rule of his house is that academic excellence...
Well, if you merely look at his academic
have
growth,
a tendency to apply themselves academically.
It's all academic, though, isn't it?
World-class academic institution.
academically.
Written for academics in the future.
Jeopardy, my debate team.
Academic achievements.
Your parents are both better than his, and moreover, I have a better chance of winning. I think it's academic, though, because he's not going to win the primary. I see. Well,
He just, for instance, opened his eyes long enough to insult some academic who was there to look over him.
Saint people die every day. They might as well do so for a reason. Afterwards, I may draw up a purely academic balance. 20 men killed 15 women, 9 children, and in advance.
So, you have letters of recommendation from renowned scholars of science praising your intellectual qualities, heralding you as mankind's greatest hope.
It's a good school. Not at the academic level of Ole Miss, but they have an outstanding science department.
A professor at Colorado State.
No! No!
The second rule of his house is that academic excellence and athletic excellence weren't optional.
Can't be afraid.
Never seen you this concerned about him before.
Dad? He's an academic, a bookworm. He's not a field man.
Dad! Dad!
With the court, your thoughts on Marco's progress at school?
well, if you merely look at his academic growth, it's clear that he flourished intellectually.
Tests have shown that children under moderate trauma have a tendency to apply themselves academically as a method of coping.
Oh, I fancied her.
Well, all right, then you have her.
It's all academic, though, isn't it? Sorting out who's going to have Sandy and Glennis, and we've got the two girls.
With a good football team. But Joe always said that it should be a world-class academic institution. It's not a farm team for the NFL.
It's a
Academically?
I was not inviting a...
You need to understand, the study was for posterity. It was written for academics in the future, and right now we're still in the middle of the war. The papers can't be objective.
Things are bad. My academic career's in jeopardy. My debate team has nowhere to go.
so outstanding in their character and academic achievements that we couldn't choose just one
Your parents are both academics, is that right?
Yeah, my dad philosophy.
Scholar, tenured at 27, 2 books published. He's an academic stud. Look at his wife, the regular Grace Kelly.
By answering an ad in the New York Review of Books, 30-ish academic wishes to meet woman who's interested in Mozart, James Joyce, and sodomy.
What do they say about the son?
Academically sound, arrogant, defensive to the point of pugnacity.
Whoa. We're talking about a college degree here, Brent. Hey, your grades weren't good enough to get an academic scholarship, son. If I was in your financial position, I'd take this.
What, aren't you from relations from Harvard?
Harvard? It's not one of those academic pussies, is it?
Hell more.
All of this is academic. You were made as well as we could make you.
Why don't you shoot? I was in the military before I was an academic. Marines? Army?
We don't have it to their bosses. Otherwise, this whole business is just academic, right?
Yes, sir. I think I see you.
All around the world, a brilliant academic as well as a rugged outdoorsman, Dr. Menville pursued with vigor of
Law school.
People who aren't usually don't carry around dry, academically constipated books about a dead Supreme Court justice.
You're a creep, aren't you? You've been following me.
No.
Community focuses on 5 categories: academics, athletics, community service, debate, and school spirit.
Years. Now, you may say that this falls into the great academic tradition of knowing more and more about less and less until we know everything about nothing.
Another one of these little ass academics pops up, tries to undo everything.
No matter what level of astronomer you are, professional, academic, independent, you can contribute to this search from work, from home.
I spoke to Principal Garrison today. She informs me that all your teachers will have your academic progress reports prepared by the end of holiday break.
Sir,
You know, George,
I've always felt our futures lay outside the world of academic achievement.
Fred, I've been thinking exactly the same.
Hey! My word is my bond. I may not yet be an academician, but I am a gentleman. I have a painting presently with the king at Windsor.
One of the few truly perfect academic institutions in the world. I mean, there's no excuse.
To begin with, we all speak English, and then our academic program is based on the American one. A bee!
The only thing I was interested in was how to function as a blind academic. That nobody knew.
What have you got?
It's clear the work you've handed in is not your own. I'm accusing you of academic fraud.
Fraud is such an ugly word.
Well, you might like it. Hill was difficult for me, though. Academically, it was hard. And then my last year, things changed.
But I bet if he played in your band, I could talk Jacobs into giving him an academic credit. And then I'll help you out here.
How much? That's academic. Look, no one in America has heard of him.
Yeah? I don't know why, but...
Fine, okay, let's see.
There is one particular cultural difference which I wish to explore academically at Princeton. American women, I believe...
No, I'm a neuropsychologist.
I see. So you have no forensic experience, and you're more of, oh, let's say, an academic. Then you will forgive this.
How did she know that?
I had heard it through the academic grapevine. And academia, it's not the NSA.
I think that the debate over the parental instincts of the T-Rex is now academic.
Could be your hearts and souls. Thank you, Mr. Dalton.
Armies of academics going forward, measuring poetry. No! We will not have that here. No more, Mr. J.
So, 6 months academic probation.
Well, they have to make an example out of you.
They had my blog.
Longest Night would merely be melodramatic sci-fi nonsense, but the author presents this hokum as nonfiction and thus abandons any academic authority he may have once possessed.
Ouch.
Sir, you didn't call my name. Kirk, James T.
Kirk, you're on academic suspension. That means you're grounded until the Academy Board rules.
Voyage from the backwaters of blissful ignorance across vast oceans of academic blabber, till at last you've arrived here on the shores.
Guidelines. In this study, some academics put helmets on monkeys and shook them real hard. They threw dogs and pigs and human cadavers.
This map.
It's mainly academic. As you know, this sort of artifact sometimes contains...
How'd you ever get to be a translator, Buck? You don't seem the academic type. Oh, I guess I've got...
That was the hotel register. Oh, never mind, it's all academic. Oh, this is gonna make a heck of a dinner party story.
Nurse, an administrator, an actor, a corporate employee, or even, yes, academics and artists.
Please, continue.
Oh, God.